Or is this full-time MMA now?
I love full-time MMA right now.
Back to the daily grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to subscribe if you're new and hook your boy up with a like if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time
MMA.
After being forced out of his UFC 215 title fight versus Demetrius Johnson, Ray Borg is coming out and explaining why he won't be hiring a new nutritionist for his rescheduled title fight at UFC 216. And first of all, I just gotta say, there's no excuse. There's no fucking excuse. I mean, what he says, I understand, but still, even if it's just for PR, you gotta hire a nutritionist because you have a history of missing weight. You've missed weight on multiple occasions. You just had to pull out of your title fight, biggest opportunity of your life. You had to pull out right before the fight, and you say it wasn't weight cutting issues. It was an illness. I believe that, but then you fire your nutritionist and you don't explain why. So it's like, you've missed weight on multiple occasions. You get a title fight that a lot of people don't even feel you deserve, and you're forced out of it. And now you're rescheduled a title fight and you're not hiring a nutritionist. It's like, what? Oh my God, like, I just don't understand it. You fired your old nutritionist, hire a new one. I mean, in my head, but this is, he said the moral of what he had to say is he knows his body better than any nutritionist ever has. Whenever he got into the UFC, he had 4 or 5 fights where he showed up at 138 pounds. He had some huge weight cuts. You know, the week of the fight, he was 138 pounds and he did those cake, easy as cake, you know, fucking with no nutritionist, because he knows his body better than anybody. So he's saying he doesn't need a nutritionist. He wants to get back to what got him here. And I mean, I don't understand that. Even if you feel like that, you gotta hire a nutritionist. I mean, he is, and for me, it's strictly just PR, because a lot of people. I was watching the MMA hour, Ariel Helwani, and he was saying Ray Borg wouldn't even tell him what was going on with why he fired his nutritionist. And he said, I don't understand it. You tell us that it's got nothing to do with your weight cut, but you fire your nutritionist. So that's what that leads us to believe. And so if anybody in the UFC needs a nutritionist, to me, it's the guys that have a history of missing weight. And if he's saying, like, I don't know if this is true, but he said his first 4 or 5 fights he didn't have a nutritionist and he made weight. So now he's saying he doesn't need a nutritionist. So does that mean once you hired a nutritionist is when you started missing weight? Did you start missing weight after you hired a nutritionist and you didn't before? Because that would be really fucking crazy. I made weight. Why did you even hire a nutritionist? I mean, I understand, you know, just there's other reasons to hire a nutritionist, but I'm saying that would be interesting if he hired a nutritionist and then started missing weight. But with that being said, he is still using the UFC's Performance Institute nutritionist to consult with, he's saying. So, I mean, and that's fine. As a fighter, that's probably a better deal. You don't have to pay. You probably don't have to pay him, the UFC guy, you know, as to hiring a complete like nutritionist. So it's probably going to save him a little bit of money, you know. But just for PR, I think it would be a smart move for Ray Borg to hire a nutritionist with his history of missing weight and this going into one of the biggest fights of his life. Because to me, this doesn't sound good. Whenever I hear he already had to pull out of UFC, I don't know if this fucking fight's gonna happen just with this news, him not hiring a nutritionist. Because I mean, Demetrius Johnson even said he doesn't trust Ray Borg to show up. But you're not hiring. What if Ray Borg fucking misses weight because he thinks he can do it by himself? He fired his nutritionist and now he's going lone wolf. What if he fucking misses weight? First it was an illness. What if he misses weight? Holy crap, dude, that's gonna be terrible. Fuck, that would piss me off so fucking much, man. So he's coming out. If you want to check out what he had to say, you can listen to the interview with Ariel Helwani. He didn't reveal why he fired his nutritionist, if it didn't have to do with the weight cut, but he is revealing why he's not hiring a new one. And I think that's the wrong move, but that's just my opinion, so it is what it is. Let the haters know what the fuck you type at in the comments. I'm out. Why did the Energizer Bunny go to jail? He was charged with battery.